So good afternoon. Appreciate you all checking in on me, as always. So I want to kind of give you a little update on this project we've been working on, and it's really beginning to turn the corner. Put this cover here to mount our perco switch, on-off switch, whatever you want to call it. And it's these little details that really help you build. And this kind of has made 3 different stages of mounting on here to mounting behind, and then Michael came up with this really great idea of cutting a hole and mounting this way. I'd probably say it's probably one of the best installations, and I think really got to commend him for that idea, and I'm sure we'll be incorporating it in other builds in the future because I really like it. Very clean looking and really helps this out. This is obviously our aluminum 80-20 stand, which goes under everything to basically support our platforms. We've been working on this is our our fab work. We're very much in the mock-up stage of making sure we get all of our hinges and everything the right way, get our stuff mounted, and then we will do the final cuts, etc. So please keep that in mind. We've got our, unfortunately you can't see it, we've got our PVC in line here to get the power from the back of the boat to the front of the boat. Unfortunately on this Boston Whaler, this is about the only way you can do it. So we've gone with some white PVC, and we've got some fairly nice clamps. We're going to work on our clamps. So that's to kind of get us to where we can get the wires up the front, and obviously more about 80-20 for holding everything together up here. We worked hard on this last week, and we're going to build some special things to go under here to help support this. We're going to sandwich this. So I'll be sharing that with you later on this week as we get into that. I want to really try to get all the wires around and our routing around so we can start to finish up all the final woodwork, etc. So would like to take you over here, kind of show you a little bit about what's going on. It's been busy here this morning. So Hugh bolted the steel work back down on this and has polished it. The wood, we resanded all the wood, it just didn't work out, and we've taken it to my wife, and she's doing some testing to see the best way to get the finish on it, because it just wasn't working, it didn't look good, and if it doesn't look good it can't leave. So Michael resanded everything. Yes, that took a lot of time, but quite honestly the products that we were given just didn't take. It may not work out correctly, and one of the reasons why it may not work out correctly was that wood went from having patches that was missing of the varnish to the varnish still being on there. It got sun bleached. We sanded it all the way down to the wood, but it seems like when we refinish it again, you can see that it's not right. It may just be one of those things, that's the way it is. So, but we always try to get things better. We resanded everything again, and we'll see how the tests go and then make a decision from there. You will see my good friend Hugh is back. So I'm going to be doing an interview with Hugh on his trips and his exploits. Hopefully we can get that in this week's video, but looking forward to sitting down and sharing a water or a Gatorade and discussing what he had going on, and looking forward to that. So it's good that he's back. This is a customer's boat, and it's the same old stuff. So check your batteries, right?
Yeah.
Check your batteries. And what else is wrong with this?
Battery charger was not hooked up correctly, which we think killed the battery. He also said his live scope was not working, and we also think that was a result of the battery, but I am hooked a different battery up and I'm investigating that right now. It's not turning on right now, so trying to figure out why it's not turning on. But check your batteries. Don't have flooded batteries. I guess that would be my tip. My tip of the day of the week. Get an
What's your tip of the day?
Don't have a flooded battery. Have an AGM battery. I have not had any problems with my AGM batteries.
I have problems with every damn battery I've ever hung. So, anyway, that's his chip of the day. AGM. Or what's those other things you sell?
Lithium.
Lithium. Yeah. If you had a good sponsor, you could get yourself some lithium batteries.
It's almost like I know the guy who knows the Dakota Lithium guy.
I don't know a thing about this boat, but I'll tell you what, I kind of like it. I really like it. So, Hugh has got with the customer on this. Although I did, come and look at this over here. I've already know a little bit about this. So we're going to be fabricating some stuff to fix this. The customer wanted it welded, but we spoke to our welding friend, and he said we'd just be better off putting some brackets in and bolting it up, and be more than happy to weld it for us, but they wanted us to keep on paying it to weld it. But what else have you got to do to this one, you?
We're gonna swap. There's a Humminbird 899 flush mounted. We're gonna swap that with a HDS 12 carbon. Switch the transducer out. We're gonna install VHF radio with an antenna going up top. We don't have it yet, but we're gonna install a Lowrance hook unit at the front. Put the transducer up there on the Riptide trolling motor. And then he also said he got in trouble with the law. His anchor light was not tall enough, so we're gonna install all-around light on the top of his bimini top and hopefully wire it into the switch. And I think that was everything.
It's a good-looking boat. I really like this boat. So we work on everything here. Everybody, neighbor of mine said, all you do is work on bass boats, and that's not true. So
we have more other boats than bass. We have more other boats in the shop now than bass boats.
That's true, but I think that's just a misconception. I mean, we're in the boat business, and we've got to pay bills. So at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Whether or not it's one of these or one of those, we work on it all. Luckily, you's working on it all. So, which means I get to finish that project up over there. But stay tuned for our interview. Our in-depth interview coming up. Are you looking forward to it?
Cannot wait.